What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Another damn podcast.
presented by
Our
our
damn
damn
selves.
selves. For 348 kid.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
calculate.
Yeah. Getting up there, damn it. Yeah.
Try to count my numbers.
348. Hanging in there. It's February already. 2024, like we're gonna speed on. It's gonna be a speedy year, it seems like.
It is, because I'm like, I just was thinking about, I'm like, okay, I got my goal set for 2024. And I'm like, I haven't done none of this. Well, I won't say I haven't done none of my goals that I said I was going to do, but I kind of am like, okay, I got time. I was like, okay, I lost a whole month now. Now I got to start really buckling down. So I think that going forward, I think January should just be a do-over. I think that people should just look at January. It's a do-over. It's like whatever you do or don't do during January, don't beat yourself up about it.
We can ignore that and shit.
That's a free month. You get a free month. That's a pass. You get a pass. Now if February's here, you gotta be more active with your stuff.
Get it going, yeah.
So, if you want to start your gym, memberships or, your routines, you want to start your diets,
Planet Fitness at what 24 cents down and $10 a month. Yeah, for all my Planet Fitness fans.
Gotta get that going. Look at your finances. That's a big one because we in tax season. Look at your finances.
You looking to go back to school, you still can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start that class, whatever you want. Yeah.
Just start looking, just start weighing your options and seeing what's out there. If you want to potentially make a move, start looking and seeing what makes sense. If you decide that you want to move from where you're at, like do a total relocation, like go to like a different part.
Like change cities or change countries, even
Yeah.
If you want to live in Africa, so a different continent and shit. It's like
Italia. We live there.
Yeah.
Dublin, Ireland, we see you.
Dublin, Ireland, yeah, we got people out there like
we see you, Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin, every week they show up in the the analytics. So I was wondering, like, they show up every week in analytics, Dublin, Ireland.
It might be a long relative because we got some Irish like way down the way down.
So maybe
down the family
know
tree.
Something we don't know yet.
way back.
Maybe they're going to locate here and try to find us. I don't know. Relocate.
23andMe, make it happen. Some more sponsors.
Maybe.
I'm speaking stuff out into existence. That's what I'm doing. I'm speaking.
Yep.
Speaking it out.
Definitely trying to get this make something. That's one of the goals that I'm this is one of the goals right here. Like getting the most out of this. Yeah, that's one of the goals on my list. Yeah, I created a list. Yeah, and that was one of mine.
Awesome. Because I created a list. I created one and I have mine and I look at it daily. I look at mine daily to reposition myself because you start take your eye off the ball. You start getting distracted by bring it back.
Definitely
bring it back.
Mine, yeah. Okay, where to start?
Yes.
I want to say rest in peace to a legend.
That hurt me.
Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, Action Jackson. Dylan from Predator.
What was his name in Predator? I was like, look at his name in Predator.
Yeah, I know all of those characters.
I cried real tears when he got killed in Predator. I did when I first saw that. I cried real tears.
The one that traumatized me was when Drago kills him in Rocky IV. It's like that's when Apollo dies in Rocky IV. You will lose. That was one
And he was just so emotionless.
If he dies, he dies. Yeah, like Drago was just cold blooded. That one. Yeah.
But great actor. 76 years old, I believe. Right.
So yeah, here's a little story of mine. I got to meet him on the set of Chicago. If one of the pilot, Chicago Justice, he was part of that show. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So I got to meet. Of course, I was going in fanboy mode because I was playing.
Awesome.
I played a bailiff in the pilot of that. Yeah, and he was on the set. because everybody just kept mentioning Apollo was here, but like all of the buzz and stuff. Yeah, look over and then you see Carl Weathers like, oh shit, there he is. It's like, yeah.
So what did you say?
I wouldn't introduce myself as a longtime fan, like yeah, Rocky, the Rocky franchise, like yeah, like you were my guy. It's like yeah, because like we grew up on that, and them Rocky movies hit hard. Like Rocky 3 was probably my favorite, the one with Mr. T in it. Which that's when Apollo, yeah. Pity the Fool came from that movie. I don't hate Rocky Balboa, but I pity the fool. That's where the line came. It became his catchphrase. It came from the Rocky movies. That's where the line came from. Which is probably an ad lib. Mr. T that probably wasn't scripted. That was just Mr. T being Mr. T.
That's Chicago coming out right there.
Southside, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did get to meet Carl. What year was that? Had to be like 17 or something. 17, I forget what 18. Year that was, or somewhere around
time. Yeah.
Yes, maybe yeah. When did that and got to meet Carl Weathers, so that was a pretty cool moment. Yeah. You get to meet one of the childhood.
I like with him and Arnold when they and then they muscles, they both are like this.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, like I was like, because their arms are both like they both are just these massive men. I'm like, oh wow. Like, they're strong,
Predator is another one of my favorites.
That movie scared the crap out of me. I don't think I should have saw it because I was maybe a little bit older than Khalil when I first saw the movie.
87, I think, when it came out. So you would have been about that age. You been about
I was so young when I saw
You're about that age. Yeah.
I was so young when I saw that movie and it traumatized me. I was afraid. I thought that the Predator was going to come and get me in my sleep.
Well, I was a wrestling fan, so you knew I was going to go see. When I saw it, like, Jesse Ventura's in.
Jesse body.
I was hooked in. Like before I even saw the movie, I liked it. It's like, so I said, "Oh, Jesse's in it." Then when I saw it, I really loved it. It's actually a good movie too. Because I went. That's the reason why I wanted to see it, because I heard that Jesse the body was in it. I can admit that. That's what caught my attention. Because he would talk about it on wrestling. Yeah, I'm in the new Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Predator. So that made me want to see.
It was a legendary cast. They had some greats in there. Bill Duke
played Mac. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a cast in that one. Yeah, we had the late Kevin Peter Hall, who played the Predator.
Oh yeah, who played the Predator? Yeah, who was married to Elena Hall. Yeah,
Elena Reed. That was her husband. Yeah. Elena Reed Hall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, though, I saw somebody. I can't remember who it was. It was a friend on my Facebook, and they basically was saying thank you to Carl Weathers for showing like us Black boys that we can be an action person too, because like in the world where you see like the Arnolds and that, but just showing that representation that a Black man can be an action hero. Like he can be that role. So
yeah, he did Action Jackson, which was featuring the late Vanity.
With Vanity, yeah.
AKA Bay.
So it gave, that good representation to see him be in these roles where he wasn't like he was essential. He was important. He wasn't like a sidekick. He wasn't he was an essential character. Like he was essential for these storylines.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Yeah, he was essential for the storyline. He wasn't a sidekick. He wasn't,
In fact, they joked about it on Everybody Hates Chris. Like he said, Chris said his father. He's like, yeah, we called the movie Apollo. We didn't call it right. Apollo. My father called it Apollo.
But it is like when you see that representation, it does matter. Like as us seeing that as like little Black kids, we see. Okay, that somebody looks like me on the screen. Okay, you start.
On a 50-year spoiler, Apollo wins in the first movie too. So yeah.
Well, we knew that. I mean,
A lot of people didn't see Rocky.
I still haven't. I've still never seen Rocky.
Apollo wins barely in the first movie. So then the second movie, he's like, okay, I want another fight with Balboa. Like that tainted. He's like, that win was he barely won the first one, but he did win though.
But
so
his ego, he's like, I can't barely win.
Yeah, like I can beat this dude. Like so then the second movie is about the rematch, is like which Rocky wins, is like he becomes champion. I'm going through the Rocky franchise now. Third movie, which is my favorite, is when Rocky, now he's the man. It's like, well, the first two movies he was the underdog, like the on the rise.
Right, the unknown.
Now he's the man. Is like, and now the new up and comer is Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T.
Mr. T, yeah.
And basically he beats the shit out of Rocky. That's and even Rocky's manager, a Mick, he dies, so he loses his manager, which is played by the late Burgess Meredith.
Oh yeah, the Penguin, yeah.
He didn't want him to. He's like, you can't beat this guy, Rocky. He's like, he had that voice. So he didn't want Rocky to fight Mr. T. He said, he's gonna kill you, Rock. Yeah, you can't. So, and then he does beat the shit out of him. He was right. So now Apollo is like, he's like the grizzled veteran. He's like, okay, like,
I'm gonna train you.
Lost that eye of the tiger, so I'm gonna train you for the rematch against Clubber, because now Clubber is the champ. So I'm gonna train you for that rematch. He takes him to his old hood, so he got Rocky in the hood training and everything. And so then during the rematch, Rocky wins the belt back. And then Rocky 4 is like, now
spoilers too, but
these are like 40 years.
I haven't seen any of these movies, but I mean, I kind of know, like, I know throw the damn tower, Rock. I know that.
That's Rocky 4 is like, so now like this new Russian cyborg looking motherfucker, which played by Dolph Lundgren, was Ivan Drago.
It's a Soviet was like a big.
This is the 80s. The
Cold War.
Union, it was big. So
So
Apollo was like, I can beat this dude. It's like, he looks at he wants because he's like, if I beat him, then I'm the man again, basically. Because like
cyborg. He did like a cyborg though, because he was just
he's like, I can beat this dude, with Bridget Nielsen playing his wife.
Bridget Nielsen, young Bridget Nielsen.
She plays Drago's wife. So then Apollo, of course, the famous fight, he fights the Russian, with Drago.
Living in America.
James Brown living in America, dressed like
Uncle Sam.
Okay, Drago beats the shit out of him in the first round, and like Rocky's like, hey, we gotta stop the fight. He's like, Rocky, like, whatever you do, don't stop this fight. Like, because he wants to come back in the second round to get his in second round, of course, like the death blow happens, like the throw the damn towel, like Rocky is just standing there, shit. The manager, Rocky, Apollo's trainer with the tears in his eye, like, throw the damn towel.
He was so emotional. You felt his pain. Like, you felt that. He said that with his whole chest. He did.
Rocky doesn't throw the towel, so Apollo gets killed. So now he has to avenge his death. And of course, in their world, like Apollo was like Ali in our world, like, the man. It's like, so what's the name? Drago immediately goes back to Russia after that fight.
Yeah.
I'm getting desperate. I just killed I killed the goat, basically. So he immediately leaves the country. So like Rocky's like, if you want a rematch, you got to come fight me in Russia. So Rocky goes to Russia and fights him.
I did see that because it was, I think, Turner Classic Movie Channel recently. Yeah. And Marcus was watching it, and then I was like, he's like, you've never seen this? I was like, no. He's like, man, and he just, it's like talking, he's like trying to explain the whole.
What I just explained.
And I'm just looking like, okay, whatever. But I said I watched it with him.
Of course, Adrian Dunn, which is Rocky's wife, she don't want him to go. It's like, he's basically saying the same thing that Mick said in Rocky 3, like, you can't beat this dude. It's like,
wasn't he like running on a treadmill and like?
Oh yeah, they show like they show the
side by side
contrast. That's what the contrast. Well, like by the train, and like Drago got the state of the art gym with this $1 billion equipment. Rocky is like chopping wood and like climbing hills. It's like how he's training. He's like doing like the basics. That's
Drago's running on that treadmill.
With all this high tech
miles an hour.
It's like they show the contrast of how they train. It's like the training montage.
Rocky goes up a hill and he's like,
That was the Rocky mantra. How he in the first movie he was punching fucking meat and shit. Like, Rocky, yeah, and he runs up the stairs of Philadelphia Library like, yeah. Yeah. That's always the contrast. Rocky always did the basics and shit. That was like they show him training.
Somehow he became champ by doing that. So it's not what you have, it's what you do with it, I guess.
It started in the first
movie. Message.
Apollo wanted a fresh opponent because his opponent got injured originally. He's like, we need so what about this Balboa kid? He's making a little bit of noise. Let's put him in here. Like, people like a good underdog story. He didn't expect him to like almost beat him. No, he just wanted to tell the good story. He's like, okay, yeah, let's give him a title shot here. Then when he almost beats him, now he's like, nah, I gotta beat him like soundly and shit. We'll skip Rocky V. That sucks. I'm not gonna give a synopsis on that. Like, with Tommy guns, yeah, we skipping that one. It's like,
you see my face like what?
Yeah, that one is yeah, we'll pretend that never happened. When the fake Don King played, yeah, the guy Richard Gant is an actor. He, the black actor. He kind of looks like Ozzie Davis. You know the guy.
Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he played a fake Don King. Obviously, he was Don King. His name wasn't Don King. You know, like the fast talking, like he was obviously he's supposed to be Don King.
He had the hair.
I remember, did he have like I haven't seen that movie. He might have
had the hair then.
He might have had a crazy haircut.
And they could kind of say, "Oh, that wasn't him."
It's like, but he obviously
didn't have the hair.
He was a knockoff Don King, the character. So yeah, we'll pretend that never happened. Rocky V and Rocky Balboa, it was better than 5, but that's not saying much. Now Rocky is like old and he wants to come back and fight. Yeah, yeah. He wants to come back and fight again. Because like they did a simulation of Rocky and like the current champ, and Rocky's like, what if we did this fight in real life? It's like he's like 60 and shit. Whatever.
You can't be 60 and try to fight. You just can't. That's not.
So then we go to the Creed movies, like which we're at now is like when young Adonis Creed, Apollo's son.
Which I gotta watch. Like I said, I'm so far behind. I gotta watch all the. Well, maybe I might
skip Rocky V.
Except Rocky V. No shade, but I might skip.
I'm gonna watch it for the complete story. Maybe watch it once and never come back to it. That's kind of what I did. Like, I might do that. I think those are all streaming on Max. I want to say. I think all the Rocky.
Okay, if they are, then I definitely can watch it. They
are, yeah. I think they on Max.
On some downtime, when I have a little bit of downtime, I can do that.
Well, yeah, Rocky V was crap. So if you want to skip that one, feel free.
Did you see the tribute that Adam Sandler left for Carl Weathers?
Well, I didn't see.
It was
because that's another one. He played in Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore,
and he was Adam Sandler's he was teaching his golf trainer. Yeah.
He left him such a nice job. It was a beautiful tribute because
I totally forgot about. Yeah, I was like, he played Chubbs in that. Yeah, that's the movie. That's the movie that put Adam Sandler on the map.
Put him on the map.
Mm-hmm. And some say it's still his greatest movie. It's like Happy Gilmore. So we lost both Carl Weathers and Bob Barker from that movie recently.
Yeah, like back to back almost because Bob died last year.
So we lost a couple of legends that were legendary in that movie.
But he basically was just saying that, he was just a wonderful man, just how he made him like feel welcome. I said, he was always just so pleasant to work with on set. Just really nice. Just
like really I said, nice Carl was mad cool when I he wasn't like stuck up on it. He was just mad cool. Like,
and he said that he adored like him and his wife both adored him, and it was just always good time. He said just being around him, it was just never a negative, never nothing bad to say about him. It's just nothing but positive things to say about him, man. That's a glowing thing. When people pour out these tributes about you and everybody always has something good to say about you, how someone's spirit is. Nobody has nothing negative to say about you.
Yeah.
Nobody says you're problematic. Nobody says nothing bad about your character. Then you were a real one. You were a good one. So rest in peace to the legend.
Or should I do a synopsis of that or not really?
What?
Adam Sandler, he's a hockey player that's like basically gets kicked out of the league. So so he transitions into golf. So he got to get get that hockey anger out, which don't work in the golf world. So it's like a clash of two worlds. Like you got a hockey player in the world. Golf is like, especially back then,
it's common,
okay,
yeah.
It's like Osman for birdie. It's like, like, whereas like hockey is like hectic. It's like
I'm shot.
I play golf and I've been to a hockey game and it's like definitely a different culture. It's like, it's like
just like they be fighting like in hockey. They just be
fighting and it's hard to get kicked out of and you don't even get kicked out, you get put in the penalty box.
Penalty
box and they let you back in the game.
After fight, like you can like uppercut somebody.
The box for a couple of plays and then they let you back in. It's like
and you just uppercut somebody. You just
actually was throwing hands. They said, okay, penalty box. It basically give you timeout. It's like you go sit in the corner.
Timeout, basically.
You get to come back in the game. That's hockey. Yeah. They don't send like they don't kick you out of the game. You just like they send you the timeout. Attack, they get you out of it. If you talk too much shit, they get you out of the NBA. It's like you say ball don't lie, they kick you out of it. Oh, that's just Rashid. My bad. They kick you out of it. I did see he got ejected for saying ball don't lie. They kicked him out for that shit.
It was called taunting. That's why.
Ball don't lie.
Unsportsmanlike conduct because it's taunting.
The NFL, they do that too if you like celebrate too much. It's like unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's dumb. You're supposed to celebrate.
Yeah. If some niggas take it too far, like like you start doing the Soldier Boy Superman dance, like just do a regular touchdown dance. If you do too much, like you start doing the fucking wobble and shit, like take it too far, do a whole routine. It's like okay, you can
do it. I say you can do it for 15, maybe 20 seconds. After that, it's excessive. You can do about 15 seconds. You can do about 15. When it gets past that, okay, now you're doing too. I say 15 seconds.
Somehow them damn Packers never get it for the Lambeau leap, though. They never get unsportsmanlike conduct for that.
I say 15 seconds is fine. 15 seconds is a good celebration.
I guess the Lambeau leap is iconic. They said they're not gonna give out for that shit. They ain't gonna give out unsportsmanlike conduct for that Lambeau leap shit. It's like
since we segued into football.
Yeah.
We're about a week.
Well, we are a week away. Set.
Yes.
Got our two teams. NFC champion, the San Francisco 49ers, versus the AFC champion, the Kansas City Chiefs, who some like to call the Swifties. I don't do that, but yeah.
Swifties.
So that's
as soon as they got the AFC child, it's like, well,
actually, you said the Swifties are going to the Super Bowl.
I said the Swifties are going to the Super Bowl. I wrote that. Well,
that's exactly the text you sent.
I got some laughing emoji. I got some anger emoji. More mad. I'm like, you know, ain't gonna be out there deep with Swifties.
And some are saying it's rigged because of that. They trying to but I wouldn't say like the Chiefs have been good. Like this is like what Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl or something like that. He's going.
And
like they've been good. It's like,
and then here's the thing about good teams. Like I said, and I'll even use a team like the Golden State Warriors who have had their struggles.
This is the Chiefs are like the NFL Warriors. That's what people compare them to. With Patrick Mahomes like being like Steph Curry, even light skin like him too. It's like the NFL's version of Steph Curry, and the Chiefs are like the Warriors. That's the comparison people make.
Okay, so I did make a good comparison with that because even if you do have your struggles, once you get in the playoffs, you just shake that off. Like, okay, I just need to get in the playoffs, and I'm good.
The greats don't.
The greats can turn it on.
Like the Houston Rockets won the title as a 6th seed and shit like that. Hakeem and
them. But so these Houston Rockets now I know.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about the Hakeem and Clyde.
Hakeem,
the Rockets were good when Kenny was there. That
with his little legs.
Yeah, with his knock knee. Yeah,
with his little knock knee.
He still got his shot though. Like,
I don't see how he was able to shoot with his legs like that. I don't see. I can't.
He's an amazing shooter. He still can shoot now.
With like posture though, I don't see how he can.
He is. It's like you got to be like 60. He still.
Like, but the greats, like we said, the greats can turn it on. They can lock in and be like,
that season, that was a 95 NBA season. That season was real mid for the Rockets, but once the playoffs started, they won the title.
Yeah, they're like, okay, it's playoff mode. Yep. I can lock in for playoff mode. The greats can do that, and Patrick Mahomes has proven that he's a great.
People are saying like if the Chiefs
got Kelsey out there.
People say if the Chiefs win this year, like that puts Mahomes in GOAT status. Like he's in the GOAT conversation if they win this year. I'm like, I can see that, yeah. He's not I wouldn't put him with Brady yet, but he's definitely he's right here. If it's like,
his way.
He's right there. It's like, yeah, if they win it all this year, he's right there. Yeah.
My biggest thing is Taylor Swift. You better not get on this damn stage with Usher. That's all I'm saying. You better not get on that damn stage.
Well, saying that I don't think it's gonna happen. Somebody said it might happen, but
you better not get on that damn. That's Usher's stage. At most, if Usher might pull out will.i.am. Oh my God, he might pull out will.i.am for oh my God. He might pull him out for that.
Bring Pharrell out.
Yeah, he could pull out the City Girls. Period. He could pull them out for a song.
Well, that's my favorite for Keke Palmer. Don't leave your girl around me. True Flair for real. That's my half Pharrell. They have my nigga Pharrell.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
Heard off that'd be lit, man.
Well, Diddy Jazz ain't going nowhere near there. So I mean,
get out of here.
We have to worry about that. You
won't see R. Kelly performing the same girl either. Well, you can't perform from lockdown.
You can't perform from prison unless it's a Zoom thing or whatever.
They're gonna have a Zoom Kells.
Unless he does a Zoom live from the penitentiary.
Zoom Kells in, that'll be sick.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm trying to make the most ghetto Super Bowl of all.
No, we're not doing
Palmer that. On stage getting her skirt ripped off and have Kells and shit like zoomed in to the same girl.
But I'm trying to think because Usher's catalog is so big. He has so much catalog and Alicia 12 minutes.
Alicia Keys, my boo. You can bring her out.
Yeah. 12 to 13 minutes is not, like Usher, that's not even the tip of Usher's iceberg. It's just not. Like 13 minutes of Usher is just not gonna.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like the classics, like the hits, man. Like he got so many of them too. It's like the hits. It's like,
because Confessions alone, their whole album.
Absolutely.
8701, that whole album. My Way, most of that album.
Yeah. He got 3 classics in a row right there.
That's
if he does from Confessions, a bad girl. What y'all know about it?
Hey.
That'll be a good way to start it. That's a good first song. Like
that's a good first song. Yeah.
Start off with that is like that'd be lit, man. A bad girl.
And then he brings out whatchamacallit with him. He could bring out Vito with him because they could do that.
Yeah.
They could do that. Yeah. If he bring out Vito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We putting
together. Usher, I'm just trying to put together what I would do for a playlist for Usher, and it doesn't involve Taylor Swift. Sorry, Swifties, don't come at me, but we don't want to see her on stage. She can chill in the skybox rooting for her man. That's what she can do. She's there rooting for her man.
That's another reason why I say it's not fixed either, because if it was fixed, then she'll be performing half. Then they would have planned that at the beginning.
Yeah, that would have been.
But she was talked about, but they ended up not going with her. So like, yeah. People are saying that it's fixed. Like no, the Chiefs are actually good. I don't.
They're actually good.
It's like Baltimore shit the bed. It's like that's their fault.
They did.
Like, they choked. It's like I don't. Yeah. Like
somebody did. How they have the picture and it emerges from like it's the 4 pictures that emerges from like this. Those one where it turns into. They had their quarterback turn to Dak Prescott on it. I was like,
oh yeah. What's the name? Deshaun turned it to Dak. It's like
turned to Dak. I was like, that's wrong. that was wrong. I mean, but
he shit the bed, like because they were the best team, like going in, like they were like the favorites to take it all, like Baltimore. But
them nerves though,
they shit the bed. So when the lights got a little too bright for them, it's like they wasn't ready.
And if you've never been on that stage before, then it's like. You don't know how to.
No, I knew that the Lions weren't going. Like, sorry. I said San Francisco's absolutely going to the Super Bowl. There's no doubt in my mind there. It's like the Lions ain't ready. It's like, I was like, y'all ain't ready. They young, y'all get short.
Yeah, when you're a young team, know.
It just wasn't this year, like
kind of like when the Oklahoma City Thunder when they went to the finals against the Heat.
Yeah, but they weren't ready.
They were young. They were young.
Yeah.
Like a young Kevin Durant, a young Russell Westbrook, a young James Harden. They
Serge
wasn't ready.
Ibaka, all of those guys.
Ibaka, they wasn't ready. They were young. They weren't ready.
Scott Brooks was their coach. He was a young coach too at the time.
Yeah, so that their age definitely did play a factor in it. Like their inexperience did show. Yeah. It can show your inexperience when you get on these big stages. And now, you know, you on the biggest stage. The Super Bowl is the biggest stage that you could be on. So
especially this one is in Vegas with Usher at halftime. So
Usher.
a lot of eyeballs on this Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. And then here's in the comments if you guys are going to the Super Bowl. Anybody going to Las Vegas? I'm not. I'm gonna be watching at home or whatever.
I'll be on the Vegas is be the couch. Yeah, I named my couch Las Vegas.
I'll be watching live from my basement.
That's what
I'll be doing.
Yeah. Vegas couch, baby.
But if you're out there, have your fun, do your thing. You know,
I know some people going. I won't be one of them, but I know some people going to Vegas. I doubt they going to this game, though. Yeah,
I just want to see what the sports book look like, because that was kind of cool when I went to Vegas in October, and then just like walking through the sports books, just like seeing, like I went through one of the biggest sports books there, and then they were just.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I can imagine the Super Bowl is just
gambling is legal in Vegas.
It's crazy, like the way that I'm like, I can't even imagine. I'm like, I can imagine that for Super Bowl, it's probably going to be really, really just really off the chain. And there,
which in the movie Casino, they alluded to Ace. He's the one who basically started that because he was the gambling guy. So once he started running the casino, he said, "Hey, let's take the shit off the street and put it in the casino." Like they alluded to it. So like, I wonder if in real life the guy that Ace was, I wonder if he actually was the one to like put sports betting in the casino. He might have been. Yeah, that was like what the 70s.
They are serious. That
was the 70s. Basically, he might have been the one to like put it in the casino.
And watching their reactions, you could see like the reaction. You could hear like the roars and stuff. Like it's crazy watching that. Watching that in person is crazy.
Yeah, Sam Rothstein or the guy that he was based on might have been the one that actually did it. That put the betting in the casino.
With the unbet, because I'm not gonna bet. I'm not betting no money. With the unbet, most I might do is I might play a square. If I have a square at work, or if I know I might put in for a square, I might do that at most.
I might bet on Gronk's kick and shit, like on they got the commercial.
Oh yeah,
he missed it last year. Yes, he gonna make it this year. Yeah, maybe I bet on that.
Maybe John Cena commercial saying that
John Cena's in the commercial. Yeah. Another wrestling connection. Yeah.
I was like, did I imagine that? I was like, I think I saw John Cena in that commercial. I was kind of like looking at it, not really looking, but.
Yeah. Will Gronk make the kick? He's like, yes, I might bet on that.
But that being said, who do we think is going to be the Super Bowl champ? Who's your prediction?
I said my prediction like off the air when we talked about it, like personally. I said it before any of this. I said I think San Francisco's going all the way. I made my prediction. Yeah, it's like a couple of weeks ago we talked about this. Before this was even said, I was like,
you did.
San Francisco was like that. So I'm sticking with my pick. Yeah, I think San Francisco all the way.
Oh, I'm so
it's hard to go against the Chiefs though.
I'm torn against it because I'm like,
the Chiefs are tough.
I feel like
last year I went against them. I picked Philadelphia and got washed and shit. Yeah.
I feel like
again, I have a history of that. Like whoever I pick, like bet on the other team, he probably gonna win. That's like my run. It's like that's what I do. Like
I feel like once somebody gets their eye on the ball and that they have their eye focused, that they're like nothing's gonna stop them. So I'll go against you and I say the Chiefs. I'm gonna go against you.
Yeah, we back at odds again. Cause I think we both went with the Eagles last year. So now we on opposite sides again.
I'm gonna go against it and say because
at one point we were on opposite ends. Like you had a nice winning streak.
I had a nice winning streak.
And I had just as long of a losing streak during that time. I think when the Eagles won before is when my streak broke. I was like, okay, I'm finally broke my losing streak. Whatever year that was when the Eagles won.
But I'm thinking that because they want to repeat, they want to have that moment.
You want Patrick Mahomes to get in GOAT status too, yeah, because I think a win this year would put him in that conversation.
And it's just hard for me to go against like Mahomes, seeing what he's done. So I'm gonna go and say that I think the Chiefs are gonna get it.
Is Naima a Swiftie? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not a Swiftie.
Maybe that'd be the name of the episode. The name of the episode is Naima a Swiftie.
No, I'm not. Don't put that on my name. I'm not part of no.
I'm talking shit.
Fan. I'm not part of any fan like fanatic thing. I'm not.
That was funny.
We do know a Chili Peppers fan, but that's a different story.
Oh yeah, we know one. Yeah, we know a guy that got arrested for like sneaking into a Chili Pepper show. But there's an actual record for going to see the Chili Pepper. Fucking guy.
Oh my gosh. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanatic.
We're not gonna see you try to sneak in any Taylor Swift shows.
No, I'm not. I'm just not. If I got free tickets,
with the arrested, imagine.
I know some people who are Swifties. So if I ever did,
because they had the
I would give it to them. That's what I would do.
What's the name of that fucking tour? I forgot. I can't think of the big tour she had last year.
Oh yeah. And they were pitting her against.
On the tip of my tongue.
Pitting her against Beyonce. They were trying to pit them against one another.
We can talk about that. Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah,
they're not in the same group, so you can't.
That's gonna drive me crazy. I have to know the name of that tour because I gave what's the name Esco. We were giving on Rockford's Power 106. We were giving tickets away to that.
Oh,
it's like
you were giving away Swiftie tickets.
It was like tickets to the such and such tour. That's gonna drive me crazy after knowing shit.
Because I saw like because it was a Soldier Field and I saw
Eras tour. God damn it! Thank you. I knew
tour?
that was gonna drive me crazy. The Eras tour.
Okay.
That's like because like I'll give got Tixie Tells with the Eras tour. Like yeah.
Okay.
That's what I learned. The phrase Swiftie was during that. It's like, yeah, if you like from attention all Swifties, I was like, what the fuck is a Swiftie? I was like, oh, Taylor Swift. Okay, yeah. I learned it because of that tour, the Swiftie.
Because I didn't know what was going on because Marcus and I were going out to dinner, I think, that day. And then we were driving.
Or was that Soldier Field?
We were driving on Lakeshore Drive and we was like, what the hell is going on? And then we saw how I had like the digital parking sign. We were like, oh shit, Taylor Swift. Like, that's right. They was like, oh. And then I want to say
I was coming from IMS, I want to say. Like, I want to say that was a weekday when
yeah, we were headed to dinner.
I think because I remember that, yeah, is seeing like all of the park and like the fans.
It was just like crazy. I saw like the line. We was like, what the hell is going on? But we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that people that parked like far and they were walking back towards Soldier Field. They parked further up. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
They was crazy out there.
The Eras tour was nuts though. That was going to drive.
And they were doing the comparison with Beyonce because Beyonce had her Renaissance tour.
Renaissance tour was right after the Eras tour, and they both even did they did movies of it, like they shot it and released it to theaters for fans that couldn't go to the concert. They both released it to like.
I still gotta watch that Renaissance.
It's probably streaming now. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's
released. I think around Thanksgiving.
So. It was. I just didn't make it to the show, but I want to check it out though, and I'm gonna see because I did enjoy the Coachella with Beyonce. I did enjoy that.
And I think I saw a video of one of the On the Run. So I've seen a couple of Beyonce concerts on video. I haven't been to one. I've seen Beyonce in person. I went, so I saw her at the Grammys just 20 years ago around this time. Yeah, because Grammys as we record it's Grammy weekend as we record this. So yeah.
I saw that
when Beyonce opened the show, like Prince opened the show and Beyonce came up with him. So I'll see.
I had the DVD of Beyonce in Wembley. I had that DVD.
I remember that. I think I saw that because you had the video of it.
I had the DVD of the B-Day one.
Okay, that
I had the DVD. I remember
Beachella. I remember, and I think I saw On the Run. I remember seeing an On the Run show. Like I did see it. I want to say I saw that on video as well too.
But let's stop hitting these ladies against one another. What are we doing? Like they don't compare to me. I don't think they do. They're different genres. They're
They
in
got
different
different
phases of
audiences.
their,
It's like, yeah, like
they're in different phases of their
Taylor got her
life.
Swifties, Beyonce got her Beehive. They got different audiences.
Right. Because Taylor Swift is a young lady who's making music about, I'm still trying to find the one. I want to get married. I want to have that happily ever after. Beyonce's in her 40s and married and been with her husband for 20 years. She got 3 kids and she's been with Jay-Z that long. So it's like, they're not in the same, you get what I'm saying? It's not the same. They're in different phases of their lives. So trying to like compare the two and make it be a thing. And both ladies are killing the game at what they're doing. They're both like they're both both of the billionaires or close to
billionaire
billionaires
status or
they're
around
both billionaire status
both
women.
around billionaire status. But you know who did compare Taylor Swift to Beyonce and even Michael Jackson? Let's talk about it. He I guess he just wants to stay in the news after he did after he went viral.
I'm gonna say in this news.
After he went viral and shit with Cat Williams like last month, is like he's like, yeah, we're not gonna let that die down.
Where they had 60 million, however.
Oh, yeah. he made over $1 million off of that fucking like because I look at people like how much did he make on that YouTube video, like because like they said he made over $1 million for that one video. So yeah. So nice. But he said that Taylor Swift, I'm going to TMZ right now, has more star power than Beyonce. Yeah, you know, on his he was on with Ocho Cinco on his Nightcap podcast. That's his he does with Chad Johnson. I'm not Ocho Cinco. I'm not constant. With Chad Johnson, whatever the fuck his name is. Is he Johnson or is he Ocho Cinco? I don't know what name he's going by these days. But that dude, and shit.
Chad at this point
is Ocho, of course. Well, Ocho, yeah. Chad Johnson said that Beyonce was like them, but Shannon Sharp said that I love Beyonce, but Beyonce ain't moving the needle like Taylor Swift. She ain't moving the needle like Taylor Swift.
Ow.
And he took it even further. And then he like started. He wanted to, not only did you piss off the Beehive, but then he wanted to piss off people from our generation. He said that Taylor's the closest thing moving the needle like Michael Jackson. It's like he compared her to Michael Jackson. It's like, but Michael Jackson started this Super Bowl shit, to be honest. It's like
he did
1993. Like I was there. I remember. Well, I wasn't
Living Color did their show.
We started the year before. Living Color was like the hottest thing on TV. So 92, like they decided we're going against the Super Bowl. You can watch the Super Bowl halftime show, which during that era was corny and shit. Like they had they had bands and
they had
shit.
Mickey Mouse.
And they had like the magicians that be at the United Center and shit. Like like they'd be like throwing dust in their outfits. That's what they had at the Super Bowl. Like
they had the dancing grannies and doing the disco.
You had shit like that. That's what the Super Bowl halftime show was back when we were growing up. Like
it was corny. It was
back
corny.
then. So like, and Living Color decided to do a live show.
Live show at that.
They had Men on Football, which
Football,
which that only aired one time. That original, and then like when in reruns they cut it all up because Damon and David were just off. They were saying way too much shit on there.
They cut up like the Magical Maestro. La, 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 la.
Pretty much. It's like you're not gonna find, unless you recorded it. You're not gonna find that original sketch. Because like in like the home releases and like in the syndication, it was always the edited version.
Because I'm like, I wish I had that. Like I wish we had that too.
Because we watched it live. We switched away from the Super Bowl. We switched it. We were some of the people that switched. And like so anyway, the number was significant enough. It made the Super Bowl they made the organizers nervous. Let's say like 1 million people switched over. We're just throwing a number out there. The number was big enough to say, we can't have that shit again. We just had 1 million people switch over to watching Living Color during our halftime show. The Super Bowl commercials cost big money. It's like people. So people, if you bought a commercial that aired like during that time, and people are switching to watch like Men on Football and shit, you'd be mad at a motherfucking shit. It's like you're like, I just spent 30 second spot has been 500,000 and people switched over to watch that. It's like, so yeah, like the advertisers are mad, like the Super Bowl was mad. So in Living Color said, okay, that works. So the next year let's run it back. It's like, yeah, we're doing
live
another
show.
live halftime show. Super Bowl is ready for him this time. So, okay, yeah, you can switch over to watching Living Color or stick around because for halftime this year, we got the one and only king of pop, Michael Jackson, performing it. Of course, like that next year, nobody switched over to watching Living Color. I don't even know what happened. I don't know if they did men on football again or not. I have no idea what they did that second time. Because I was watching
Michael
Mike.
Jackson come out like this.
Michael Jackson. He was standing there like for like what 60 seconds, and then like the crowd's going nuts. He could have done that the whole halftime show. He still would have watched in Living Color. Like if he didn't even perform, he just stood there for like 10 minutes.
Michael just stood there for about a minute. He stood there about a minute, just with his glasses on, just. Yeah, Michael Jackson had that power where he started that way with the stage. He just comes out and just stands.
Yeah, stand there, yeah. And then move like he stand for 60 seconds, then like, and then like they go again, and shit, like, and then take his glasses off, and then go into the routine. He did because he did I know he did Billie Jean, of course, his signature. He did Black or White. He did the Heal the World. That was his Michael Jackson, his inspirationals. He had the kids like holding up signs in the audience and said that. And he did something that was it Jam that was from that during that era, Dangerous album. He might have done Jam, was from that Dangerous album.
He do you remember the time?
I don't know if he did remember the time. I think he did. I know he did Black or White, and he might have did Jam from that album. He definitely did Billie Jean. I remember he definitely did Billie
Jean. Was Slash there? I think
Slash might have been there because he did Black or White.
Was it Slash who did that?
Slash is the one Slash played the guitar on Black or White. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So Slash may have been there.
He might have been at that.
Slash might have been there.
But I definitely was watching that one. So that's the first one that kicked off this Super Bowl halftime. And after that, like the Super Bowl just kept coming back with more and more. We got to keep the stars because we can't go back to that fucking Mickey Mouse magician bullshit.
Basic shit.
They had like Elvis impersonators one year. It was like dumb shit they did like that. It was like back during the pre-Michael Jackson era. It was like bullshit. You got Elvis impersonators and like and the Disney on Ice and shit, like it was like bullshit.
The Ice-capades.
And the magicians that you see at the halftime at the Bulls game and shit, like they had like stuff like that they were doing.
Or worse, you could have Westminster Abbey having like dogs do tricks.
The dog Westminster
little dogs running doing tricks.
Around with the dogs,
little dog like Jax, right?
Jackson, right. Take Jackson, Roxy out there.
Power Radio. Right?
That's the halftime show.
Yeah, it was real ghetto. It was very ghetto, but
then '93 changed it all. Like
it changed it, and then then you started seeing like the huge. Like so, you had Michael Jackson, you had Bruce Springsteen, you had people
Paul
like
McCartney. You started
Paul McCartney, Prince,
yeah. Justin Timberlake featured Michael's sister, Janet Jackson. We know where that led. It's like 20 years ago, Super Bowl 20 years ago, kid. 04. Of
course, you had the star power. You had Beyonce and Bruno Mars. When you had them, Beyonce and Bruno did the damn thing.
Rihanna last year.
Madonna, they had.
Madonna did it, yeah. Because like Nicki Minaj came out with Madonna that year.
And LMFAO came out with her too.
Yeah.
I say.
I
was just here for the Vogue, let your body move. I was here for Vogue. When she did Vogue, I started voguing.
Yeah, the West Coast tribute, which was one of my favorites.
Yeah, my kids found out who their parents were when as soon as la da da. It's the G2 dog. As soon as they came on, me and Marcus was singing Dr. Dre, Snoop, and our kids was looking at us like we was crazy. But they found out who we were that day.
He came out and shit. Yeah,
and he kept upside down. Go show.
It's your birthday.
He looked dizzy, but I mean, 50 is a lot older when he did that. Now he looked like he was a little bit. Cause it took him a little while to get down off of that thing. It took him a little while, but. It was like 20 years later, so I mean, it was a little
They say it's a big rich town.
He should have sang that part.
You should have did Big Rich Town. That would have it brought Joe out. The crowd would have lost it.
Yeah.
I'd have torn it. I would have lost it if he had. I'd be like, ah.
One of the best TV intros of recent years is The Power.
Ever, man. Not recent, ever. Top 10 ever.
Ever. But I'm saying, if you just go for recent, it's like, it's one for recent. It just slaps. Like that thing, it just slaps. It does. It's just, as soon as you hear it, they say this is a big rich town. Now I want some power now.
I've been watching I'm into the I might watch some of the classics, but I've been watching the Power verse. Raising Kanan is getting real good now. It's like this.
Now I gotta get my stars back. I gotta pay for stars again. I missed that promo they had when stars was like $3 a month. I missed that now. I'm gonna try to find another promo and buy it.
The Black Friday. Maybe they do something for Valentine's Day coming up. As B-roll say Valentine's Day. Patti LaBelle did the Super Bowl 1 year. Diana Ross. I'm just looking at the name.
Look at these legends.
Boys to Men, yeah. I've got the whole list. The Temptations, yeah. So they came to see Otis. Nice.
They came to see Otis. See?
They came out to see Otis.
People came to see Otis.
They came out to see Otis. This must have been the Motown review this year. Because 98, so it's 40 years of Motown. Yeah,
40 years of Motown.
Yeah, Boys to Men, Smokey Robinson, Martha Reeves, The Temptations. Ooh. Nice. What a lineup. Queen Latifah, they had a lineup that year. I got to look that show up.
Now I got to find that. Let me look that up on YouTube and find it.
Yeah, because that's a lineup there.
Hopefully somebody upload that to YouTube, hopefully.
What a lineup. Stevie Wonder did a year. Gloria Estefan. Yeah, they had some big names. It's like, this is all after Michael. It's like Christina Aguilera, like Toni Braxton's at one. Okay. Aerosmith and NSYNC. That's what a lineup there. It's like Aerosmith and NSYNC. That's a lineup. Yeah. They should have brought Run DMC.
They should have brought Run DMC out to do Walk This Way.
What if they came out and did Walk This Way? They're not listed here, but I wonder if they came out and did Walk This Way with them.
I'm here for I don't want to close my eyes. I'm here for that for Aerosmith. I love that song.
Walk This Way.
Armageddon, yeah. Those are my two for Aerosmith. Walk This Way with Run DMC and Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Those are my two Aerosmith songs.
U2 did the September 11th tribute. U2 did that. Shania Twain and No Doubt 03. That's a nice one.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, at 04, we all remember Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson. Me, boy. They had a nice lineup though, because Jessica Simpson was there, Kid Rock, Nelly. Yeah, that was a nice lineup. Unfortunately, P. Diddy was there. So it's two reasons why the show was canceled: P. Diddy and then Janet Jackson's Diddy. So you can't air that one anywhere. Because Diddy was there, so we won't. Even if Janet City didn't come out, that show wouldn't air. Paul McCartney did the year afterwards. This when they went safe is like we're gonna start bringing out the OGs. It's like
you gotta be 50 to come now.
The last hip hop show they did was 04, and they took a break for Paul McCartney. Then you had the Rolling Stones the year after that. Prince was the year after that. That's the year the Bears went. Like, unfortunately, the Bears got washed and shit.
But when Prince played and it rained during Purple Rain, that was just.
That was it, yeah.
That was it. When it rained during Purple Rain, that's
the year it should have went to the. Yeah, if I was gonna go to a Super Bowl, I should have went that year because the Prince was halftime and the Bears were playing in the Super Bowl. Like that's the year we should have went. It's like if I was going to spring for a Super Bowl, that would have been the perfect year because one of my favorites of all time and our team is playing in the Super Bowl. So that's the year. And it was in Miami, so that's the year. Should have went. The shit was. It was the perfect. Bears just lost. The only thing that wasn't perfect, but
yeah,
it was in Miami. Prince halftime. Bears in the Super Bowl. Bears winning would have made that the perfect Super Bowl of all time. If I was programming it, that's the exact game. It was Bears in it in Miami. Prince halftime. Perfect Super Bowl. Other than the Bears getting their ass whipped. Devin Hester did return that punt for the opening kick, that opening kickoff. Yeah. Opening kick, he returned that, so that was exciting. The GOAT return guy. Devin Hester. Bruce Springsteen did a year.
Moss.
We got the Who was like, okay, so this one. Now they're getting young again. They brought the Black Eyed Peas. That's the year we're talking when
Yeah, I remember that
Usher was
started.
there his first time at this
Yeah.
one. Usher Slash is like, yeah, where like they made appearances with the Black Eyed Peas. Madonna was the next year. I said when Nicki Minaj, LMFAO, MIA was at this show.
And she was.
That's when
I
she
thought
was.
she.
Was that the
I thought
pregnant?
she was about to cuss because like she was like she said something. I was like, whoa, that got a little spicy right there. If I said something, I was
CeeLo
like,
Green was at this show. I don't remember CeeLo being there. I guess he was. I don't remember him being.
I remember when. I remember.
He should have did that. Of course, Beyonce did the next, and this like was the big Destiny's Child reunion. This was in New Orleans, so that was, everybody remembers that one when they brought Michelle and Kelly, and the crowd lost it.
Because Kelly was trending.
They did Bootylicious. Like, yeah.
Kelly's ass was trending. That was actually what trending. Then Kelly's ass was trending. First of all, Kelly.
Yeah, because like they did Bootylicious, and they brought out Kelly and Michelle for that one. So that was a big one. Bruno Mars did on 14.
Yeah, Bruno. With
one of our guys' favorite, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, were out there with him. So he was losing it.
I think they should bring Bruno. I think Bruno should come out with Usher. That would be nice. That's a crossover one.
I remember this show because Missy Elliott came out with her and like
yeah, people was like, oh, that Missy.
A lot of Katy Perry fans discovered Missy Elliott.
That Missy Elliott person is good. I was like, I wouldn't just come through like.
If you were under a certain age, this was 2015. Missy Elliott was like past her time had passed by then. She hadn't had a song.
I had to do that in my mind. I said
the last song she had was like the music make you lose good, and that was about 10 years before this.
Yeah. Right? I was like, okay, if you were born in the mid to late 90s,
yeah,
you may not know Missy Elliott that well. So let me.
Lenny Kravitz was at that show too. Coldplay did Super Bowl.
And it's I like clocks like Coldplay. I like clocks.
Clocks is like, yeah, that was a
I like clocks.
Lady Gaga did a show. Justin Timberlake brought back when he went into that the song.
Talk to me, boy. I was like,
he performed it. I was like, oh. So he went.
And then he looks at the camera and says, "Better have you naked by the end of this song." And he does the kind of wink. And I was like,
I was waiting.
Justin could have kept that. Branch could have kept that. He could have.
Yeah, we got Maroon 5 with Travis Scott and Big Boy. That was
I like that. I like Maroon 5.
I like Travis and Big. Okay, 2020. Now we in the Bad Bunny. Jay-Z was at this show. I don't remember that. Jay-Z was on the Bad Bunny show.
I don't remember.
That is. I'm looking at this was like. Now Jay-Z directed it. Okay, they got it.
Okay, but I don't remember Jay-Z.
Jay-Z coming out with this was the Shakira J-Lo show with Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember.
2020. I was like, they got it all mixed up. It's like this was the Shakira J-Lo show. This is like this is the Latino heavy show. And Bad Bunny came out with them.
My hips don't lie. Yeah.
Then The Weeknd did the following year.
And he made us dizzy when he was running around them circles.
Blinded lights. Yeah.
I'm blinded. He was running in circles. I got dizzy as hell watching him during the halftime.
That was 21. 22, we had our West Coast because I was in Inglewood. Yeah, SoFi. We got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary, Kendrick, 50 Cent, and Anderson .Paak.
That one still slaps. That still slaps.
That was a lineup, yeah.
And then Anderson .Paak was playing drums on stage.
I mentioned Anderson, yeah. So we had Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary, Kendrick, 50, and Anderson .Paak. That was the line.
He looked so happy. He was gone, just cheesing.
Last year we had Rihanna was last.
Riri and I forgot what her baby's name is, but Riri and her baby made their debut. Could
have brought ASAP on stage. That'd have slapped.
ASAP, he was like, they saw her belly. They was like, oh, he's like, yeah.
Okay, and then this year we got Usher, and we don't know who he's bringing with him. I'm sure he's going to have guests though. Yeah.
Those are some of our predictions we said earlier about possible people that could come out with Usher, and
we made a few of them. Yeah.
things that ain't going to happen. Diddy, R. Kelly.
Diddy, R. Kelly. R. Kelly, even if he wanted to, he couldn't be there unless they zoom his ass in, like you said. So,
don't zoom him in, please don't. And Diddy, you just lay low for a while. You just stay.
What's the name? Might have missed his opportunity, even though he always bounces back. I still want to see a Kanye halftime show. It's like with all of the controversy, but Kanye, even with the he somehow survives it all the time. So like a Kanye halftime show will go hard, man. It's like, I would like to see that, especially with Jay-Z being like the guy over like
I think it would be
hit your boy. Yeah. It's like
they hit he can bring out North. Bring out North with him.
North make her debut, yeah. Like
because North she definitely got her dad's personality. Like, cause she does look like both her mom and her dad. Cause like I see Kim and I see Kanye in both of her, but she's her daddy all day. Like that personality, she got her dad's personality all day. She does. Like she just.
I like North.
She tells it like it. Like when Kim is like, okay, honey, and she just says, "Mom, stop being fake." You know, she just goes right in. Kim is like,
She went to stay with the Dak. She said Kanye's living regular. It's like, I guess to her, regular is probably like a nice luxury condo.
Yeah, because Kanye is like from what it's described, he's like a minimalist. So he has a nice space, but it's not overly furnished. It's not overly. It's just a simple, clean space.
Yeah.
It's not like a bunch of shit in his house from what, you know. And she's like, Dad has it all figured out. I like it over there.
She likes Kanye's crib better.
He doesn't have nannies and butlers and all this stuff over there. He don't have all that like you got. So
we're gonna wrap up in a second, but let's finish this sports shit up since we NBA All-Star reserves sample released.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick. But tell you who made the All-Star reserves. Okay. We announced the starters last week.
Right, because All-Star is about to come up too, so.
Yeah, that's coming up after
the next week. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on ESPN.com. Our All-Star reserves. All right, starting the East like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 first-timers. Nice.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, well-deserved. Yeah. Like
right.
Yeah, because that was a great signing. Like the Knicks came up with that one. People, when they first signed him from Dallas, people looked at him, the Knicks crazy because the Knicks be nicking all the time. But yeah, it's Jalen Brunson was a great signing. Tyrese Maxey from Philadelphia, another well-deserved. He's been balling out, because he's actually the second best player on that team behind Embiid. Like they did addition by subtraction when they got rid of Harden.
Yeah, they did.
Tyrese Maxey started balling out. It's like because people thought the Sixers were gonna fall off a cliff, but then Tyrese Maxey just came out of nowhere and shit. Started playing the best ball of his career, so now he's an all-star. And Pablo, I always fucked his name up. Pablo Banchero from Orlando. He was the number 1 pick like a couple of years ago with him.
Right. Who else?
We also got our usuals. We got Donovan Mitchell. We got Jaylen Brown. We got Julius Randle. Bam Adebayo. They all like regulars.
Okay, yeah, regular.
No surprises so that's your all-star reserves in the East right there.
And
like Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Pablo, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, and Bam Adebayo. That's your reserves. Out west, let's take it out. Obviously, Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry.
You knew that was going to happen. It's like, since he didn't get voted as a starter, you knew Curry. You knew they wasn't going to leave Curry off this team. The coaches are going to rectify that. We got a bunch of usual suspects. We got Anthony Davis, of course.
Okay.
We got our Clippers, our 2 Clippers all-stars with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Got Devin Booker. There's a lot of usual suspects on the West.
Right. That's like normal, yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns. And then Anthony Edwards making his second all-star. So
okay, nice.
Yeah. So
I like it.
It's like that West team is stacked though. It's like the East got a lot of young, like up and comers, the West.
Up and comer guys, yeah.
These West guys are like no surprises with any of those. It's like, yeah. As soon as I saw it was okay, like Steph Curry and who else? That's when I looked at it. I was like, I knew Curry was gonna get it. So All-Star weekend's coming up. What, a couple weeks from now? Like, let's get the date on that bad boy. February 18th. So
yeah. 18th, yeah.
So next weekend. That's coming up real fast, yeah. It's next weekend. So all of this stuff is always right together. It's like we got the Grammys is this week, Super Bowl next week. So All-Star is the week after, 2 weeks from now. Then,
right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm
always like right together.
Already in Super Bowl mode. My bad.
It's always like boom, 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 boom.
The Grammys, and then All-Star, Grammys, Super Bowl, All-Star. They're back to. So I got a lot going on this week. I got plenty of stuff to do this week. Because Grammys are coming up this weekend, followed by the Super Bowl, followed by All-Star weekend. So that's that. So pretty much another sports edition we did.
I mean, it happens. Sports is almost over. Well, the big sport, football is almost over, and then basketball is like halfway over.
NBA is at their mid-season.
Yeah.
Baseball will be starting, but who cares? It's like,
gosh.
Hockey's going on. Who cares? It's like, shout out all my hockey fans. And baseball, well, y'all suck. No, I don't want shit on baseball like that.
That won't do it. Get us a show with baseball.
Or get Slocks and Cubs fans pissed at me.
Yes, we're not going to do that.
Like, definitely appreciate you supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. You want to support us further, give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. You can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how adulting would not recommend is so representing. You know how I do it.
And you can check me at MSIMAH626 on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Also SCR8GLEY1 on X, XCR8GLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.